I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily Pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play Pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money day.
Yeah. It's hump day. Hump day. Ricky Anderson, how you doing, my brother? Everyone. Hey, Sonia McKee John, how you doing? How are you? Everyone. Sherma Paul, how you doing? Guys, don't forget that this program is brought to you by Riders. Right there. Yeah. Riders right along to Dubai. Yeah, we're going to Dubai, guys, in October, but we're inviting you guys to take advantage of the special now, and you could be in Dubai with us in October, right? Find out all the information. Go to the website, riderstravel.com, or just click on that QR code right there for more information on that. All right? Yes. I'm always excited about Hump Day, guys, because there are so many interesting topics that we discuss on this program on a Wednesday. Last week we had Women's Summit, and Women's Summit, we get a chance to speak to the ladies, and the ladies give their information, and we listen, right? And we learn. That's a good thing about it. We listen and we learn. So when it comes to Men's Summit, men get a chance to talk about the stuff that's affecting men. So women hopefully could listen and learn. Now, let me say this, guys. Let me say this. I have to say this. Because coming into this, I saw the lead up conversations, the chat, and always grateful for a good conversation and a good debate. But listen, I stand very, very firm about when people go the extra mile to try to, insult or bring down or sort of chastise my guests, right? Now, we put out a call every week. If you want to be a part of the Women's Summit of the Battle of the Sexes, it's fine. You could come in, you could, inbox us, we'll put you on a roster. And whenever we have in this discussion, we'll happily invite you. So whenever someone come on to talk, man, right? Why would you say that they're uninformed? I believe everybody have a PhD in their life, Everybody who live to be over 20, they have a whole PhD in things that they experience. They have different relationship. They could talk from their perspective. No, you may not agree with it, but then again, that's life, because not everything that you're going to agree with. I tell you something, not everything that we speak about here on the platform that I agree with. Not every guest that I bring on the platform I agree with either. But gosh, sometimes we just have to listen and learn. Or if you decide that this is not for you, you could debate about it and bring forth your thoughts, your experience. That's what it's supposed to be about. But not bring down an next person. Nah, that's not how we're going to play, right? So for starters, guys, My guests on the program here today are going to be speaking about various things, some of which you may not agree with. Just like last week when the women was on here, we were speaking about things that a lot of men didn't agree with. But we just have to learn or call in and give your point of view on it. Let's have a healthy discussion and debate about these topics. Okay, Kia, Jennifer, Cathy, and everybody else. All right, so let me know if everybody share. Everybody share? Everybody share? Everybody share? Everybody share? Everybody share the thing? Everybody share the thing? Let me know if everybody share. Let me know if everybody share so we could go ahead. Because, boy, I think it's going to be a long night. I believe it's going to be a long night. We have a few surprises as well. Huh? We have a few surprises. Yeah. All right. Guys, I ain't wasting no time. Let me bring on my guests on them right now because they're all here. And we have one surprise as well. Now, he is no stranger to this platform. Let's put it like this. This guy is no stranger to controversy. He's no stranger to airing his opinion strongly. Let's welcome, he's here again, the man himself, Prince Kareem. How you doing? How you doing, my brother?
Hey, good night, boss. Good night, good boy. Good night. That's good, man.
Yes. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. So there, and of course, he is, they say he's a jab champion. He is a realist. I call him a realist because whenever he come on the program, he talks his mind. People like his perspective and his point of view. I say he have a PhD in life. He know thing, right? Let's welcome the man himself, Jab Moses. Moses, I go.
Just Ari, man. Just Ari. Good night to all the listeners. Good night to all the ride along family and friends. I hope for a clean, nice debate tonight. But everything Ari Jr.,
Yeah, man. Everything blessed. Everything blessed.
Everything blessed, man.
Last but not least, you guys see his face already. You see his background. You've seen him before. He is a polygamist, right? Okay, people saying they can't hear me. You guys can hear me? Yeah, they can hear me.
I can hear you. I hear you clear.
I saw somebody say they can't hear. Okay, all right. Okay, so he's a polygamist. He is in a relationship with 2 women, publicly so. He defends polygamy. At one point, he was in a relationship with 3 women. We all know how that happened, what happened with that. But he's an active he's a social media influencer from St. Lucia. Natuki, Wago.
Big up, man. Good night, everyone. Bless up to you all, man.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice. So, guys, as I said, I think we're going to have a nice conversation here tonight. Shall we start right away? Shall we go right ahead into the thing? Yes, we shall. All right, guys. So let us segue into the first part of this discussion, right? Because last week in the women debate, in the women's summit, we kind of touched on it about infidelity and cheating, and we all heard this debate already. But today, I want to dive deeper into this topic. Is it genetically proven, or have you seen, or do you believe that it is genetically proven that men have a harder, or have a harder time for being monogamous or faithful to one particular woman? And I think to start it off, I'm going to start with Natuki. Natuki, you think that is genetic? Do you think that is genetic, that men just cannot be monogamous or with one woman at a time?
Yeah, well, I do believe so. It is written down. It is like not written down, I would say, but as if from the beginnings of times, God keep giving us those symbols and signs through animals themselves. If you watch out the animal nature, because the animals was enough before us, as you could see, every single species in the animal nature, it is proving, it is showing off the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying to you? And
Right.
it is a fact, because when you watch the difference between a man and a woman, the woman's brain is much bigger than a man's own. A man is more vulnerable than a woman. Then there's a lot of factors towards it. Women are emotional beings, whilst men are not. So it has its ups and downs, but it is proven. It is a fact that men, genetically speaking, it is hard for them to try and be with just that one person. It is very hard. It's a very hard thing to do. Trust me.
Moses, what says you? Do you believe that it is a man genetics?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe the genetics because studying biology, I could remember in school that a woman's cycle, per se, the fact that a woman has a period and there's a specific time in the month that she cannot engage in the sexual act or mating or reproducing, So I think to a certain extent, we are genetically not modified, but our genetics created in a way that we can put out more seeds in terms of reproduction. So a man can get a woman pregnant, a different woman pregnant every day of the month. A woman cannot bear more than 3 children when 2 years pass. You know what I'm saying? Like a man could really do it. So I do agree with that. I think it is genetics. It's just that the world is modernized now. And we are in the Western Hemisphere, so it's a different culture. It's a different thing in society that we haven't really grasped as yet. But yes, I do agree that we are genetically advanced more than the women in terms of reproduction. So yes.
Yeah. Okay. Prince, what says you on that topic of genetics? So it's in my genes to cheat, I mean, I can't help it.
You have to be honest with you, I respect everybody's views and opinion, and I gonna state mine as well. With respect to everybody else's one. I believe it's a 50-50 for both men and women, but hear what? Women are more controllable, they're more respectable, they're more considerate when it comes to their own. You understand? So it's a 50-50, but men just loose. You understand? We just do anything, anyway, anyhow, anytime, and we don't care. But a woman go be more tactful about it. She go be more considerate about it. She go be more respectable about the situation. But it's a 50-50 for me. Women have feelings, men have feelings. But it's how we portray ourselves, how we put out ourselves, how we react to certain situations. And it's that for me. It's a 50-50.
It's a 50-50 thing. But why? Yeah. But why though? Natuki, why?
I think hold on, but I think Junior, what Prince is saying is in regards to 50-50 in regards to cheating. But the question you posed was about genetics.
Genetics generally, yes.
So I understand where he's coming from because what he's saying, I believe it's correct.
Like I say, it's 50-50 with the genetic thing as well, but women are more controllable over their own. It's the same thing I just answered. Women are more controllable over their genetic part about them. You understand? While a man go just let loose and do what he have to do and behave in any kind of lawless way, a woman would think twice about it. They go fight and control their genetic. You understand what I said, Moses? So it's the same thing I answer him.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so, I'm just saying it's a 50-50, but woman more controllable over their own.
Suzette is saying cheating is a choice. That is a conscious choice that both men and women make. So why I mean, we're not saying that women don't cheat as well, but we're saying that men just can't help themselves. Essentially, that's what we're saying. Men can help yourself, can help themselves.
You see, the thing about it is you're watching cheating as in just the sexual part of relationships. But you'll have to understand, you'll have to generalize that because cheating, it doesn't have to be even necessarily involve penetration or sexual activities. The moment one decides to do anything when it comes outside of the relationship without the other one's consent or knowledge, cheating has begun. So the fact that it doesn't take you to have sex with a woman for it to be considered cheating. The moment you're already starting to flirt with a woman at a bar, the mindset that is already created in your mind. Now, this is where what men don't realize. The human brain, the woman's brain, it is much stronger and much powerful than a man's own, which leaves a man, there's a portion in his mind which always have him vulnerable. Let me example. Like I just said a while ago with the emotions, whenever a woman has to do anything to a man, or let's say she go and cheat, she will do that upon her emotions. Majority of the times, let's say we're talking about the general aspect of it. Okay, the generally speaking thing we're talking about there, when a woman decides to go and cheat on her man, it has to do or trigger her emotions for that to take place. But as if for a man, he does not do that upon no emotions at all. You understand me? A man would begin flirting with a woman without no emotions attached. But a woman to flirt with a man, it has to be some emotional attachment for that conversation to continue, which leaves the difference between a man and a woman. You see, a lot of people want to try to instill in their mind, because they're in a relationship, they have that fear, so they want to have that stigma that man and woman is the same, which that can never happen. It is not our fault. God made us and molded us that way, that we are totally different. For example, the reason why God did not make the same ratio between man and woman. You get me? A man makes, let's say, about 250 billion sperm cells every single day, while a woman only make one in a month.
Right.
You get what I'm saying to you? Now, let's picture an animal. Just look at every single animal species. Look at the male. Whenever the female is in that season, it is almost impossible to not get a male species distracted to go and look for that. Where you have a dog, a cat, or whatever, whenever the female is in heat, wherever it is, every single male species within that ratio, that region, would get distracted immediately. Why is the female you don't see females and females, they don't get distracted. No animal species at all, they don't get distracted. They're always just there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying to you?
Right.
A man will go into a club. As to a woman going to a club, the two of them together, separate clubs. This man going to a club, it is filled with women. But that woman go to the other club, it is filled with men. The man will have sex with about 20-something women inside of there and not have not one single feeling for none of those women. That's if he could even remember their names when it's done. Now, facts. That man, what he just did there, having sex with those women, and he is in a relationship, or let's say he's in love, it is proven that majority of the times when a man goes out there and does that, it actually gives him more stimulation towards his loved one or his spouse that he left back home. It's like a fire, it's like a spark. Now, a woman walking into the club, the moment her eyes, any man in that club that gets her attention, it is something emotionally attached. Whether it could be the way she likes to see the way the man walk, she likes to see the way he talk, she likes to see the way he laugh, she likes to see the way he whatever. But a man doesn't need none of that. He don't need none of that for him to go down there. A man don't need none of that.
Junior. Junior. Give me this young man name, please. give me this Lucian name, please.
That famous Natuki, That famous Natuki.
Mr. Natuki.
Yes, sir.
When you're speaking, I want you to speak in your perspective, not in my perspective. Don't generalize man and adults in your category. I can't speak for you, only speak for myself. When I go to a club, for instance, if I walk into a club, I looking for the best in the club. You understand? So
now,
I want you to
you see what I'm saying a while ago. If you heard me, I said I'm speaking on general. We're talking about generalizing. Out of 100, we get the most 80%, 90%. It is generalized. That is men's species. generalizing women, 80 to 90%, women act upon their emotions, period. That's facts. We can have a bet on that. That's something that is, you could go and study that. Women act on their emotions, period. A man acts because a man is built with his visual and logics alone, whilst a woman is only on her emotions. A man he's just seeing, getting distracted. A man goes about what he sees. Most times, majority of men would get distracted by what they see. A woman looking, anything that it gets at it, their ego distracted immediately. It is one difficult thing for a man to get control of his ego, you know. I'm telling you that a man will come up there and say yes, all kinds of things because he has something to prove to his woman. He doesn't want his woman to believe. But that is us. We like to deny ourselves. We like to go into that zone and deny and say, okay, no, I doesn't do this, I doesn't do that. That is men on the whole. We are distracted easily when it comes to the female species.
So when you make this statement a while ago, and trying to use the Bible and the Bible days and animals to defend men behavior, I want you to have it in a general statement that some men just have nasty habits.
Well, yes, because if you listen
so don't use the Bible to defend us.
No, listen to me. If you're a man that has used to watch my programs, you would realize I just come down on the man, I just come down on the women, because it is facts for sure. Even day before yesterday, I was on a live platform saying that men are very disgusting when it comes to a relationship. I've been discussing about that, how a man can be allowing his ego to get over him. For example, yesterday I was discussing a man would realize a woman is walking with a man. A man would realize that another woman is walking with a man. You know what he would do? He would be lovely, sexy. You know what just happened there? That man allowing his ego to take the best of him, not even realizing that, come on, you are doing the impossible. The woman is with another man. Now you are just making yourself look less of a man by that woman because you just getting laughed at. Trust me, it's a conversation that you put yourself into.
But you as the man, for example, you walk in the road with your woman, and a man sipping or calling her, trying to get your attention. How would you feel about that?
But it's not about you. It's not about the man, how he feel. It's about the outsider looking in. Because if you have a woman and nobody wants your woman, come on. And the same way it goes for a man. It's impressing that a woman has a man and a woman. It's impressing. But I'm saying us men in general. Example, I'm with my women. I have 2 spouses at home. When my ego, because I don't come and deny, I just always admit my ego, despite I'm in a polygamy relationship, I'm not going to come and say, oh, it stops there with me and my ego. No, it still kicks in. But I know I got the secret on how to control that when it comes to relationship-wise. Because here's what, the moment my ego starts to kick in with another woman, I would relate that to my spouses. So therefore, there's no cheating or infidelity involved because they are aware. And as a woman's job is to protect her man's heart. So therefore, depending on the type of individual that you're seeing, the woman, there a step will be made. If you have the wrong queen by you and you go and relate to her about another chick that like to see you, things going to go rocky. If you have a good queen by you and you relate to her, things can go another way around. She can get you turned off by that other woman without even making an argument. Just by understanding you, relating with you, your conscience will start to beat you that your woman is too good to you, that you don't even want to do that nonsense again. That's how men are. Men like that kind of secretive lying thing. If they have it okay, they want to do it.
They like the almost getting catch. No, Moses, I want you to jump in here because you was going to make a point earlier.
Yeah, and then my thought process just kind of. But something I wanted to respond to the solution in regards to something that he was saying about relationships. I think he was saying that. Is it the first thing that he said? He was saying something about.
Well. Let me just recap. Let me just take this time to recap there, guys. This is Men's Summit, right? We have 3 members of our panel, and of course, we opened up the phone lines from early. Let me put up the number there so you guys could call in at any time. Now we have Men's Summit we also have Women's Summit, guys, and we have Battle of the Sexes, where we bring in both men and women, and we talk about all sorts of different things. The idea behind these types of conversation, not to embarrass nobody, is just for men to understand what women talk about, how women think, and for women to understand what men talk about and what men think. So not to embarrass anybody. Everybody here is sharing their experience, right? And as far as things that they know, they've been through life, they have a PhD in their life, right? So we're talking here. We open up the phone lines from the beginning. You guys could call in at any time, 718-701-5720. Moses, let me know when you're ready to come back in.
Yes, so Junior, I just remembered. So basically, he was saying that if a woman went in a club and she's seen a man, she's emotionally, her emotions get into play, and she makes a decision by that, whether he talks, the way he talks, the way he walks, or whatever. I'd like to agree to disagree on that. I feel as though we as human beings and us as opposite sex, we know about attraction. So I don't necessarily think in that particular scenario, it would be a case where she would have any emotions tied to that situation, because she don't know this man. You understand where I'm coming from? So I'm just trying to say that if a woman walks in a club, or if a man walks in a club and intends or ends up hooking up with somebody, partially it could be that it's just attraction. She sees the man and he looks good. He probably smells good. He's buying her drink. She don't know him. He could be a serial killer.
Let me bet you
right?
there.
I'm just saying that off the back, if anybody hooks up in a club, I believe it's not an emotional thing. It's more so physical attraction between the opposite sex or the same sex. It's just physical attraction. Yes, I get the part where he's saying that, yes, women are emotionally involved in a relationship, and they would make an emotional response or make an emotional decision, and they do their whole aura is off of emotion. But I think in regards to the club situation that he was talking about, it's just a matter of physical attraction.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me bet you there. Let me give you a perfect example of when you get for you to understand what is emotions, and when it comes to women and us men, and let's be real about us men. On a general note, always every time I speak is on a general note. So we're going to the general. So they could have this possibility, 1-2 people out there, I'm saying to you, but let's just be generalized.
Right.
The woman walks into the club as opposed to the man walking to the club. As a man, okay, let's be real. How many times that a man would go out there, he just meet a random woman out there, have sex with her, and you know what most times happens? The moment that man he reached to his wherever he comes, he reached that point.
Right.
Majority of that time, that man doesn't even want that woman to touch him again. I'm just telling you. Majority of that time, that man doesn't even want a phone call early morning again. His frame of mind is changed.
Hit it and forget mentality.
Listen to me. That woman now could only know. You know how that woman could know there is an emotional attachment between her and that man or you or yourself as a man would just have sex with that woman? A woman would start to realize love from a man the moment that man starts to take care of her and protect her. A majority of the times, the next morning when you finish have sex with that woman, when she calls you for a phone call or she's hungry, you ignore her call. You play her no mind. You come up with a story because at the beginning of the conversation before sex, that was not what it is. But now, let's go to the woman part. When the woman have sex with any of them men that you say that, yes, it could just be blah, 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 what are the chances of that woman, when that man call her, she not answering his call again?
Because does not happen so involved. She's emotionally involved.
Exactly. She must get answer that call again. The moment that man call that woman again, anytime after that happened, he will get her. That's much. We're talking about generalized. A man, I was giving an example the other day. I asked a question on my live. What happens when you just meet a woman? Majority of men, what happens to them? I want you to answer me that. A man just meet a woman in car streets. She bought a car. You never had sex with her. You plan to bring her to the Sulphur Spring. You know about men. They have the full of talk. On your way to the Sulphur Spring, with that woman, you first time meet her, while you on the way to the sulfur spring, she is so in it, she end up going down on you and make you come before you reach down there. Majority of men, don't say I lie, you know what happens at that moment before they reach the sulfur spring? Their mind change. They might change plans about that sulfur spring and want to go back. They might come up with all excuses. We know, I mean, know what men, I tell you, that's men on the whole, they do that. But a woman, she would never let that happen. She made plans to go to the sulfur spring. If you could have sex with her 99 times, she will not change her mind.
Right. Okay.
Partners,
okay, go ahead, Prince. Yeah, go ahead.
Junior, let me interrupt this man again. And I want this discussion to be this discussion to be we sharing our personal experiences. You understand? I want this young man to stop speaking for all men, please. You understand? Stop generalizing people on this platform. Because you're speaking for yourself. Because
I'm speaking for myself?
Yes. Depends on the type of women you meet. As a man, depends on the type of woman you're looking for, the type of woman you're attracted to. It's a whole different scenario, because with me now, if I plan to take a woman to a sulfur spring, right? And on my way to the sulfur spring, the woman needs to give me a head.
Yes.
If the head good, I want head when we go into the sulfur spring. I want head in the sulfur spring. I want head after the sulfur spring. I want head the night. I want it the day after. So I want you to speak for yourself, mister. Right?
But like I
if I go out with a woman at night, it's a generalized. No, I don't want you to speak in general. I want you to share your honest opinion. Those
right. But it's honest what I'm saying. What I'm saying that's honest. That happens. And men don't like to admit it. That's the thing. They run away from it because guess what? They're on the spot right now. Once you put a man on the spot, they're backing off. They're like, oh my God.
So what I'm trying to tell you now, the part that you said about going out to a club and meeting a woman and you had sex with her the night and you call in the next day, that's determined on the performance of the individual.
Yes,
you understand? That's based on the performance of the young lady.
You are right, because guess what? 10 out of 10 women, there might have 2 or 3 of those women that might end up being your personal woman. I'm not saying no. Get me what I'm saying to you, because guess what? Sometimes you go on a date with 10 different women, you go on that same momentum, but one of those women can end up being your personal woman. Because love, it's unpredictable where you will find love. It is very unpredictable where you'll find love. But what you have to understand is, on a general scale of us men, we have that thing in cheating, like example, infidelity. Why do you think most monogamy relationships have that problem? If you do a general summary, all the women will tell you most of the men have the same, they're coming home late. It's about the guys, the same stories. It's the same stories you get. And trust me, you get it down when you boil down to it, it's the same thing going on. Now, men don't like to be real. Like, example, if on a platform there, you do right now there, you are feeling like a man, you're on the spot. Oh, it's like, no, we speak for myself, but I'm speaking, I could prove to you what I'm speaking there is facts. But men don't like that. They don't want to be exposed to that because the women, apparently, my woman listening to this now, so that's what your men does be doing. That's no, you have to be real.
No, but I understand where Karim coming from in regards to generalizing the whole thing.
Exactly, Moses. Exactly.
You shouldn't generalize it. Speak based on your experience.
Because I cannot say 80%. May say I don't have enough percentages. Out of 100 women, out of 100 men.
Right.
Generalizing, there's probably 80% of men and 80% of the women. You get that problem. So 20% probably you are one of the 20% which you doesn't do that.
But here is how I see it, right? I believe that men, there's always that one individual. I believe there's always that one woman that a man would fall in love with at some point in time. Yes, you might play the Yes, you might play the field. You know, during high school, and you're growing up a bit, and you play in the field. You're leaving it. You know, the flesh is weak, as they say. But there is this one woman that you may meet, and you just can't take your eye off of that woman. You love that woman. She does everything for you. She's beautiful. She's everything, and you give everything to that woman. You could put her in a house. You could see the woman. You could take her to your parents. But that is sometimes because the other people in your life that you've met, the women that probably coming up in life, they never give you something, or you didn't see one particular thing in them, but you saw it in this woman, and you decide to treat that woman good. Hold on one second. Stay on the line. They don't say nothing. Let me just take a quick call. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from? Hello? Oh, the caller hung up. Yes. So essentially, there is this one woman, Moses and Kareem. There is this one woman that does it for you.
So then, what I think it's a certain quality now. As a man, we know what we like. We have little experience from school time, adolescent days, probably in tertiary, college, university. We feeling out women, we dating different women, and we feeling out the different characteristics that we like in a particular woman. But obviously, Junior, you might not get the perfect woman. You will get a woman who is caring, who is loving, who's outgoing, who treats you like a prince or who treats you like a king. But then there's a certain aspect of that particular woman that chases you away because she's probably arrogant, or she gets angry so fast that, you know, she makes rash decisions. And with you as an individual, you don't want the cussing and the fighting and the back and forth and the bacchanal, and you know, so you're like, you know what, as a man, I want respect and I want my peace, so I'll stay away from this type of woman. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's different aspects, it's different characteristics that would make a man want to settle with a woman. It has to be something innately in him that he wants to pursue that woman.
Yeah, okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Before you come in, I got somebody on the line. Let's take this call real quick. Caller, live. Where you calling us from?
Hey, Junior, it's Spice-Man. Lucy.
Yeah, you go right ahead.
Hey, I had to get in on that. Hey, I'm absolutely in line with what Karim's saying. So this is the thing about men, right? Like the guy was saying, you go to a club, you know, you see a woman. Men go to the club, they try to pick out the prettiest, the nicest girl they could see and try to talk to them.
Right.
But men are I don't want to generalize men, and you can't generalize men because every man acts different.
True.
But man, if you meet a woman, and like you say, she give you, you know, a head or the sex was good, we going back. We could hide and do all this foolishness. We going back. Okay? I don't care what nobody say. They could pretend all they want. If that stuff is good, that woman in the house, she got problems.
Right.
Because we going back. We're gonna hide, we're gonna pretend we ain't doing nothing, sneak out 12 o'clock in the night, 1 in the morning, but we going back. And that's it.
Right.
So you can't generalize.
Right.
You can't speak for other men. You gotta speak for yourself. Because when shit is good, we going back for some more. That's all I gotta say about that.
Thank you so much.
I quite agree with him, Junior. I think everything that he just said there makes a lot of sense. You know, you will go back. It's I don't know what the chemical is called. I don't know if it's I can't remember if it's I can't remember the name. But I believe whenever you have a great experience with a woman, and she's hitting the spots and she's doing the things that excites you as a man, sexually, emotionally, and physically, you will go back. What has happened, I believe, Junior, is that sometimes when you get into a committed relationship, us as individuals, both the man and the woman in the relationship, sometimes we get complacent, we get comfortable, and we don't do the things that was sparking the relationship in the early couple of weeks, couple of months in the relationship. You're always going and have a walk on the beach. Sometimes you might just pull along on the side of the road behind a piece of old house. You know, you keep the thing sparks. You know, you're going out on date nights. She wearing something sexy to keep your eyes on her all the time. You know, you're doing things. She's taking care of herself as well too. She's making sure that when you reach home, everything is done. She's clean. She's smelling nice. You know, that's a big thing for men. You know, sometimes a woman would get in a relationship. We as men, we do it as well too. And you let go of yourself. So I'm not just saying it's a woman's part and it's not a man's part. We all as individuals have to be blamed for the breakdown of the relationship, because what would happen is when you get complacent and you get comfortable, you don't do the things that is going to make the woman loving and happy in the relationship. And you run in here and everywhere because she's not giving you the attention and the excitement that you need.
Yeah, let's take this other call and then go to Natuki. Natuki, let's just take this call and come back to you. Call your line.
Good night. Well, I know Moses, big up Moses, we go college, we work. I understand the Lucian guy, understand Carrie.
Right.
I believe all of it makes sense. But brilliant, not all men cheat, and it all depends on the stage and the purpose a man is at in his life.
In his life, yeah.
Yes, I do
that. To feel something valuable or trying to chase success, you're going to look for a supportive young lady by his side.
Yes, that's true. You know? That's true.
And so we passed through the cheating phase years ago, and we realized it makes no sense. And it's all because what we learn from society. Because growing up, seeing your uncle, your father, your big brother having multiple women, you think that's the norm. And it's only when you start achieving in life you realize, no, this is not the right way to go. You're going to lose more than you're actually going to gain. And chasing women be a waste of time and waste of money. So it all depends on the stage you're at your life. I remember when I was young, in my 20s, I was chasing women, but now I'm at a stage where I want to build, I want to achieve, I want to make my family proud, I want to make my mama proud. I have no time to be going around looking for multiple women. So it all depends on the stage and purpose.
Yeah, you don't have the time and you don't have the energy.
Just become bored. The kid is not interested anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Big Sir Moses. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool.
You taking the call? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Natuki there?
Yeah, they.
Yeah, you were saying, I know I cut you off a couple times. You were saying.
Oh, yes. Okay, so like, you see what I call it just said there? About when he reached a place in his mind or stage of his life.
Yeah.
Now, okay, if you noticed, every person a while ago, the conversation was just about the sexual aspect. If he gets a nice sex, he's going to go back. And that is what I was speaking about, our ego. Now, this man a while ago, the caller, he reached a part in his life where his ego now, he can be able to control that. You get what I'm saying to you? Now, before I continue, when I say generalized speaking, let's give you an example. We have that mentality that all pit bulls bite and they are dangerous, right? That's what everybody knows when they are pit bull. And we see now and then, we see some people with pit bulls that are well-trained, they don't bite. But generally speaking, pit bulls are dangerous.
Right.
So it's coming for them to understand me saying about men. Men are capable and known for cheating. That doesn't mean all men cheat. They have men out there the same way like the pit bull. They will be satisfied with what they're getting because they reach to a level of control. Now, you see, he go out there and he got sex from a woman. It was great. It had him to go back. You know what happened to you? You just got distracted. Because you are all about sex. Now, the woman at your home, you know that woman at your home can give you that same thing. But our mind state, your mind, this is how men are playing tricks on them. You have a woman at your home. She's perfect to you. She doesn't do anything to you. She doesn't cheat on you. Yet still, why you think most men are getting caught cheating with a woman that is lesser than their own woman? Because they are distracted. Because they're not focused. You have a woman at your home, she's working in that fine job, she looks much better than the woman that you're cheating on her with. How comes? But as what you in your mind state that the sex, and that is not what it's supposed to be about. Especially when it comes to love, when it comes to relationship. If you were looking for love or you're looking for a relationship, if you're going to get about a bad sex you get there, and you're going to say, hey, you're going to take that one for your woman, you're already distracted. You get what I'm saying to you? Because that's not what it's supposed to be all about in a relationship. Now, when, like that caller said a while ago, when you reach to a certain stage in your mind, just like I did, like you said a while ago, you made perfect sense that every man would get caught up with that one woman.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. And then no matter how much you will cheat 20-something times, but you must go back to that one woman. Now, women don't understand that. Women fail on a general scale. Women fail to realize that no matter what the man do, they are the queen because he put her in the house.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes a man of knowledge and a man with good character to have that woman in a stable frame of mind, to make her understand what's going on there. Let me tell you something. You see the mistake a lot of men do, or let's say women too. Well, for the woman, the most part, what women are looking for is having a relationship, and not just having a relationship alone as a relationship like a boyfriend, but having that relationship as a friend as well. A friend and also a best friend. You want your relationship reach to that stage, that level of your partner, you and your partner are best friends as well. Your spouse and you are best friends. Mm-hmm. You all have nothing hiding. There's no passwords, there's no secrets, there's no tricks, there's no... Your friend, your mind state will be different then. You will not get distracted. You understand what I'm saying to you? You'll be focused enough to realize, but all what you're looking for out there is right in front of you. That woman at home can give you all the sex that you're looking for, you know. It is you to make it happen. You're the man. Right. You see what I'm saying to you? It is you. The same way I'm there with my two women at home. Why you think a lot of men have more polygamy relationship but it doesn't work out? A lot of men tried it and don't do. You know why? Because they still go out for more. They still lie to those two women. They still do stuff that it is cheating within those two women. And it does not work out because they lose control. The sex have them. They want to go in a corner and sex it down. They still want to go in a corner and they want to... No. It's not about that. When you reach a point in your mind, you realize how valuable your spouse at home is. Mm-hmm. That woman out there, you realize that woman is not worth it. Doesn't matter if she could do spin, she could do helicopter, she could spin around the thing there. That woman is not even worth it because the woman at home...
Junior.
Yeah.
Junior.
Yeah.
Let me stop this man again, and I feel you go be me topic all night. I just have a feeling you go be me topic all night because what I'm saying, if you know so much, yes. You have so much knowledge and understanding to know to enjoy your woman home. How to make her do helicopter, how to make her do bicycle, boat, van, truck. What you doing with two women in your house, sir?
Okay, that's a good question.
What you doing with two women in your house? You know so much.
Before you answer,
you know so much, but I could bet one is to make up for when one can help it. That's just my thoughts. I don't know, you know, but that's just my thoughts. Tell me, if you know so much.
I want to hear this
now. Let me take a call.
Hold on. Let me take this call and then I want to hear what Natuki to say. By the way, guys, remember Natuki is in a polygamous relationship. He has two women. At one point, he had three. He had three at one point. He have two now. So he go answer the question. Let's take this call. Call it live. Where you calling from? Call it live. Hello?
Oh God, Lord of Jesus Christ of mercy. Pleasant good evening, fellas. Pleasant good evening, Julia. Pleasant good evening to the panel. The Jab King, I wanted to Moses, the guy from because I hear any voice and he's like from St. Lucia. Man, I wouldn't tell you I wasn't a part of the panel, but I just want to give an input in regards to the men cheating and relationship and all this other thing. Now, I with my 2 cents, I just want to put it out like that. Right? Despite of what you do as a man, if a woman does not have the same vision as you as a man, the relationship would automatically fail. We all know that. I think we all could get across to that point and understand that. And next thing again, and it's happening on both sides, because when I'm speaking on both sides.
Yes.
And next thing I'm seeing, men as well as women are failing to place what we call value and respect the relationship. You understand? A lot of people have the tendency to say, oh, 50-50. Bullshit. I don't like this 50-50 thing. You're coming at me, we have to come 100-100.
Okay.
You understand? Because once you're coming at me with 50-50, you know, definitely the other 50 go be making up for the lies, go be making up for this, go be making up for that. We don't want that. We want 100%. And the reason why I'm saying that, because if when you enter a relationship, for me, I would speak for myself as a man. Right. When I enter a relationship, I don't enter a relationship for us to finish or for us to dawn, as we does normally call it in Grenada. When I enter a relationship so that we can have what we call longevity.
Right.
You understand? I want
So every relationship that you entered it with the premise that you would have long-lasting longevity with the individual.
Yes.
So you never during your life you're talking about, you never had a side chick.
What is that, Junior? In my life, what is that?
Okay,
I am not looking for side chick.
No, okay.
I am not looking for a side chick, which I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. But what is the purpose of a side chick? To me, does the side chick bring what I call growth?
Right.
Does the side chick, listen to me, when you have 6 and 7 different women, use a brooks man, you know. Use a brooks man when you have 6 and 7 different women.
A lot of headache too.
Yeah, you have a lot of headache.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to say, every relationship that I enter, I don't enter with the same mentality. You understand? Stating that, okay, well, Jenny did that to me, so I go back in the relationship, hoping and praying that don't happen. You understand? I am entering the relationship now, the next relationship, if we don't work out over the course, I'm entering with a clear mind, clear vision, hoping for the best.
Yeah, till death do your part.
Because we all don't know the future.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm doing my part. I'm hoping that she do her part. But next thing again, I will tell you.
Wrap it up quick. We have about 10 more minutes to wrap up the program. Make it kind of quick.
Yeah. But the next thing I see men does be doing. Women react based on the emotions, right? Women act based on the emotions. Yes. So if you tell a woman that girl, I will build a skyscraper for you, she will be looking for that.
Yeah.
So you have to be mindful. Based on what you tell a woman, that is what she is reminiscing on. That is what she's going to prolong with.
Women have good memory
too. That is how a lot of us strange women.
They have good memory too. You can't, they're forgetting nothing.
Oh, yes.
But thank you for your input.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for your input, Mosquito Man.
Exactly.
Mosquito Man, you have to come on the program the next time we have in it, all right? Let's make it happen, my brother.
Yes, I will try to. I will arrange my work schedule and I will
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. All right. So here's $1 million question now. Natuki, we coming to you. Karim, to you. We're coming straight to you. Now, you have all the stock. You know everything about all of this thing. You know the psychological, aspect, you know, physiological.
Junior, I don't want to speak for me.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Karim.
Junior, I don't want to speak for me. I could speak for myself.
Go ahead, Karim.
Right? This man seems to know everything. The whole night he's just speaking for himself and his experience. He's speaking for people, right? Trying to be like some superhero that he knows everything, and it's not what meal you have, it's how you prepare your meal and how you have to enjoy your meal, and it's all kind of things, you know, like he is the best. So what I want to know now, if you know it's not about the meal, it's how you prepare your meal. You have 2 different meals on your.
Okay, that's a very good question.
All right.
I want to know if you know so much.
Yes.
Why you
let me answer you.
Different women one time.
Now, I am not the only man with 2 different women, but if you realize I'm the only man who have my women agreeing and have it. Now, before those 2 women, I was in a monogamy relationship, and I realized the chaos it was bringing me to. And I was seeing the 2 of them as well. But it brought me in a state of mind after I traveled and I came back, and I realized that I've been chasing rainbows all my life. Now, I thought I used to underestimate my capacity to love. At one point in time, I used to underestimate that because everybody based their mind they could have loved one person. But kudos to my heart that I end up, it expanded. I was in love with both of them the same way at the same time. Now, After I realized what I've been through in a monogamy relationship, I realized that I cannot go and I cannot enter. I cannot put those two women through that because I love them on a different skill and level because of what I went through and how they was there for me. So you know what I did? I built up my guts, what every other man is afraid to do. I built up my guts, put them to meet up in a hotel, and I took the chance to put them to sit down, make them meet unknowing to them, and told them every single detail in my turmoil, everything that I hid from them, everything that happened. I exposed it on the table to them, and I made them know exactly how I felt about both of them. We did not plan to be together like this.
That's how you accomplish your mission.
We never planned. We never planned that. It was never planned. Now there's a story about it, so you could read about it. It was never planned. But I felt, to me, the kind of way, the love I had for them and the way I saw they were treating me, it was unfair for me to be going along lying and cheating on them. So I thought the best thing for me to do was to come out and speak the truth. And guess what? You know what the truth did? It set me free. It set me free. But, I said everything.
But let me tell you, Solia, you just as guilty. You just as disgusting as all other men. Right? All other men that cheating and sleeping with multiple women and all kind of thing, you're just as guilty as all of us.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I'm not. You don't have the guts. You don't have the guts to tell your other woman right now there that, baby, what I did last night. You don't have the guts, but I have the guts to listen to me.
Don't feel you're putting me in trouble tonight about I do a gut. So yeah, because as I tell you, you giving your own experience, I go give my own experience, and just so we jump on a next topic.
Let me tell you about women.
Let me ask a question, Moses. I find you quiet too. So, Natuki, you're not cheating. You're not cheating. You're not going out and.
You're not cheating at all.
We doing direct cheating, and he doing indirect cheating. Now I don't understand.
No, you know why you're wrong. You know why you're wrong.
Is it cheating?
Cheating. Listen, cheating. Let me give you an example, a perfect definition of cheating. You could go and dig it. Once your spouse is unaware of any action that you're about to take, you are already cheating. If you are doing anything without your spouse's consent, without the consent of your spouse, you cheated. My spouses are consenting to whatever we are indulging in. They are aware. Both families are aware. I don't do anything without their consent. You understand what I'm saying to you? I don't go out. I don't sleep out. Everywhere I go with them. I'm always at home.
What about the password to your Facebook? Your WhatsApp?
They have WhatsApp password, Facebook. I could enter. They have everything. They have every password of mine, everything of mine. I don't have nothing to hide. I don't delete conversations. If I'm talking to a woman, I don't delete. They see, they read it. You understand me? And it's a level of communication we have. Let me tell you that. Your spouse will see a female communicating with you. They may get hostile. Most women do that. I've never gotten into a situation with my spouses. You know why? Because the level of trust I've built with them. They understand me. They know me. They trust me. You understand what I'm saying to you? I don't come with bullshit. Most women use how you make your bed with them is how they're going to lie down with you. You know, you meet a woman tonight there, you tell her you're single, she will go with that. You tell her you have a girlfriend, she may still end up going with that. But you now tell her, I don't have no girlfriend, huh? You don't have no girlfriend. You're already starting to go wrong. You see what I'm saying to you? Now at the other end, you have a girlfriend at home and you meet that woman, you didn't tell the girlfriend at home at that. You are all wrong too. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's already. Now I don't do that. If I see a woman at a club tonight.
So listen. So Prince, the man say he was cheating. The man sleeping on the bed, one woman on the left, one woman on the right. Right?
Yes.
So essentially, he kind of living into another topic that we're going to touch on. He's living his fantasy because he don't have to hide nothing. He don't have to lie. He just living his life.
Right. So I was just about to tell him. That is why I will continue telling him throughout the whole conversation that he needs to speak for himself and his experience. Because welcome to Grenada. welcome to Grenada.
Yeah, man.
Where
Big up Grenada.
most of the ladies in Grenada will appreciate you and accept you more for lies rather than the truth.
Bumbo
right?
That's a whole other topic that I want to get into. Moses,
that's exactly why I told you that what he just said will lead to a totally different topic. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Right? Because most women in Grenada feel more comforted and more relaxed by the lies rather than the truth. For example, when at the last ratio I did, you have 100% of men in Grenada, 25% they in jail, and next 25% gay, they don't want period. Then you have a next 25% by the rum shop, drinking, smoking, gambling, they don't progressive, they don't walking, they can't help them woman in no type of way. So you have only a 25% of men progressive left to deal with in Grenada, right? It's very hard in Grenada right now for a woman to get a man for themselves. But yet for all, some of them still don't want to accept the truth that if I meet them in a dance, or meet them in a party, or meet them in a function, and they say, Prince, what's going on? I'm watching you and I like you X and Y. You have a woman? Let me tell you now, if the answer is no, I don't have a woman. All right, well, maybe we could link up and think, blah, blah, blah. But I have a woman, but I tell them I don't have a woman. We link up so fast, things that will happen. Next thing they find out a woman, headache, tabang truck, tabang trailer, problem, they can't eat, they can't sleep. Me, in the next answer now telling them, watch, yes, babe, I have a woman home, but I would like to work something with you on the side. No, I don't want no man with a woman. Tell me, I want to know what's the difference.
What he was saying. So this that's kind of transition into this topic right here. Why men cheat? Right? They say, sorry, not why men cheat. Why men are sometimes forced to lie to their women, right? Not because they say not because they want to, but because they have to, because they're trying to protect an emotion. But what Natuki is saying, he don't even have to lie to them. Like the women know that he's sleeping with the other woman. Like one of his women could go to the bathroom, and then the next woman in the bedroom, and she come up from the bathroom and see both of them having sex in the bedroom, and she don't feel no way. You do have to
example, Junior, a perfect example. If I'm home,
right,
and one of my spouses at work, like the other one's at work,
right,
and I'm home with one, and let's just say, for example, at the time that we are having sex, right, and then I'm getting a call from my other spouse at the same time, a video call, she wants to see me. Most men would not answer the phone. Junior, most men would not answer the phone. Let me give you that.
Right.
Most men would not answer the phone. Number two, the small portion that would answer the phone, they would get up, excuse themselves, and make a story. I would answer the call during my altercation, and that's what's going on. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Moses.
I'm answering the call. I'm speaking.
Moses coming. Moses. You think that will ever happen in Grenada, Moses?
No. Yeah, listen, there are women in Grenada that's polygamous. That is not a solution thing. That is not only American.
I know it in Grenada as
well.
Yeah,
but not together, Junior. Not together.
No, they know about it, man. There's a polygamy exists.
So there's
but I don't know of anybody. I only know about one man in he living inside Dunfermline. That's the only man I know that have a polygamous relation. Well, you probably know who I'm talking about, Kyle. The man is a disc jockey on a radio station in Grenada, and that's the only man that I know have two women in the house. They both living together and they have an understanding. But without interjecting, Junior, with the points you guys are making, what I really want to say is that, and I want to touch on a different topic in terms of a high value man, because I think we didn't really speak about that. I believe that there is a 1% in Grenada of high value men. I'm talking about successful businessmen who probably are married or probably not married, but they have the finance, they have what it takes. They're probably handsome, good looking, and they are well sought after by, let's say, 90% of the women in Grenada.
Right.
So my point is that as a man of merit, a man who has his business, who has his money, he has what it takes, he has the security, a woman is attracted to that. If that man is respectable in terms of being honest about his situation, and he lays out the cards to these women and he says, well, look, that's my situation here. I'm not trying to get into anything serious, but I'm busy. If you want to have something with me, I'm open to that. And this is the contract of the relationship or the friendship, sorry. You know, this is how it's going to work. You have to roll with my time and so on. And I know of women who are attracted to that. And they would say, yes, I know you have your other woman, but he does handle everything for me. And I'm okay with that. But it only happened because that man had good communication with them. He didn't lie about his situation. He didn't tell them he wanted to be in a relationship and then they turn around and find out that, you know, he doesn't want one. He's saying that he has multiple partners and if they're okay with it, then let's just go on. There are women who are okay with it, but you have to have a conversation with that woman to know if she is willing to be in a situation like that, right?
No,
it won't just happen overnight like that.
Here are some of the perks that I'm seeing in a Tukey situation. Again, so we kind of transition about, you know, the lying and the lies and the deception and all of that stuff and the fantasies and all that stuff, right? Here is some of the benefits in a Tukey situation. There is less sexually transmitted disease in his relationship than in a monogamous relationship because a lot of men, and we spoke about it in the first part, a lot of time men would go around and they would cheat, sometimes have sex with 4 and 5 different women. And it's not safe. Even if you're wearing a condom, you could still, you know, the condom could bust. But in his relationship, he don't have to worry about that. He have 2 women and he getting all his satisfaction, right? Even if threesome does take place, sure, you know.
But you know what, Junior, with his situation, right? With his situation, there is conditions in that particular situation. If his women ask him to bring a next man in the relationship, we have problems. We have problems, Junior, because you're talking about a man who's in his space who create his condition to have 2 women as his spouse. But if they interject and say, I want a next man to be in the house, we have problems. So what I'm saying is that even though it's a relationship, it's still a relationship with conditions, which is similar to the same topic where I was saying that a man of stature, a man who's a high value man, can create a situation and a condition of the relationship that he wants. He has to lay the card. So my point is that women give access to sex, but a man gives access to a relationship. Because until a man sits down a woman and has a conversation and says, hey, baby, I really love you. I see this growing and I see my future with you and I really want to be exclusive with you and only you, then there is no relationship. You understand where I'm coming from? So I think it's a manner of understanding and it is a condition at the end of the day.
So Natuki, why are you so greedy? Why you could have all these women and them can't bring in another man?
Junior, is it that Natuki have a lot of money why you don't know about? Is it that this man have a lot of money why you don't know about? Starting to suspect him dealing with something apart from God, so he had him tied up in this bottle. He can move, but he wasn't strong enough to tie the 3rd one because he has so much nasty habit. Speaking about other men, but he had so much nasty habit that he had to bring a 3rd one into the relationship. But maybe this one buzzed this string like crab when they tie them. He couldn't tie her hard enough. So I don't know, explain. Defend yourself, Solia.
No, you see, that's the thing. That's where we just always go wrong as human beings because we doesn't understand certain situations, so we have a different mindset towards it. But you have to understand chemistry is where it all lies down in a relationship and with people. Chemistry. Now, I like I said to you a while ago when you talk about the men, it was never my plan to sit down, and I never even knew the word polygamy existed until people brought it to me. Because remember, I never came out on social media. Social media came at my home looking for me. You understand what I'm saying to you? Number two, I never sit down and saw polygamy anywhere or said, hey, as you heard the women saying for themselves, it was their decision to sit down, because at that time, any other two women would have maybe fight, argue, and that happens a lot. But it took also two women with a lot of understanding to sit down and realize a lot of things in that split moment of time, to realize both of them individually love me. They realize that I myself love them. We didn't just meet each other like a week ago and just enter the relationship. We were dealing with each other a while. Like I said, I traveled and came back. And through the story you know about, it brought us together. Now, a lot of people are missing that part of the story. So they're kind of confused as to what's going on with us, because they have that part of the story in their head. But our relationship has a lot more to it. Because, for example, the gesture that I took in my story and my blog, like you know about, how many men would even think of taking a gesture like that? Let's just be real. You understand me? My woman got stuck in a situation, and it's factual. How many men would have taken that decision for the decision I did? It's a pure heart. Let me tell you, men will always make promises, but it takes a man of good character to keep that promise, you know. You will promise your woman all kind of stuff. She was stuck. I promised her, yes, like every other man will promise her, don't worry, you'll be safe. But it took a man of good character like I did to keep up to my word, no matter in the times of the most danger. I did not move my word. You understand what I'm saying to you?
So Junior, yeah. I understand everything that he just said, right? But I think there's something else that we're not touching on, because I think, as Karim was saying, that he's generalizing the whole thing about a man when he says that which man would make such a decision at that particular time. I think it's more. We are speaking about the Western Hemisphere. We as individuals who were born in the Western Hemisphere, we were born under Christianity. So formality towards us was basically a monogamous relationship. This was taught from the church, it was taught from the schools, it was taught from society, that one man to one woman. In the East, not just a couple of hours away, I'm talking about Africa and in the Middle East, the men there are allowed to have multiple wives. But there are conditions to them having multiple wives. One, they must be able to take care of those wives financially.
Yeah.
They have to have some kind of what to be able to have these amount of wives. So I'm saying to myself that this young man here from St. Lucia, yes, he has two women, he has two spouses living with him and cohabiting with him. But the situation might be different if he ain't have enough wood to give them, if he ain't have enough money to give them. You understand where I'm coming from? And if he ain't have the emotional and physical support to provide for these two women, if he was broke and he ain't doing nothing, the women and them might be gone.
Steve Duncan
they decide in their head that they see that this man has what it takes to take care of them. And instead of creating a drama between the two sets, let's walk along. You know the old saying, if you can't beat them, you join them. That's my perspective.
So what you're seeing on screen right now, guys, this was a clip from the Women's Summit. That was last week. And if you guys did not get a chance to see the Women's Summit, if you didn't get to watch it, I want you guys to go back and take a look at it, because it was a great conversation. We had Cece, we had Chami Spice, and we had Suzette on there. And that's what we're trying to bridge, guys, that gap. Let's talk about realistic stuff now. Sometimes it's uncomfortable, but it's good stuff to talk about. So that's why we have Men's Summit, Women's Summit, and Battle of the Sexes. So I want you guys to go and check out the Battle of the Sexes. That was last week. It was very, very interesting. Go and take a look. Now, Steve Duncan asked you a very interesting question. Here's the interesting question to Natuki. Steve Duncan want to know how you know you ain't getting on. How you know that your women and them is not secretly or silently cheating on you with some other man.
Okay, so you see, the moment those thoughts come into your mind when you have you're in a relationship, I think something is starting to go wrong with you.
Yeah,
the moment as a
problem from there.
Listen to me, listen to me carefully, guys, and the men out there. Let me take that as a note.
Right.
You will be for a woman, and as men, we are born so we smart for that. The moment you see you starting to ask that question in your mind, I mean, you have a problem at your home already, brother. Okay? So if that has never been a topic for me, why should it be a topic for you? Because it has never been. 5 years, we are together for 5 years and change, guys. We didn't just meet each other. We are together for 5 years and change. Now, listen to me. It's a fact. In that 5 years, I've never in my life, for those two women, have ever given me what you call a hot head. They have never slept out. They're always together. We always go out, as you all see on my Facebook page. You could go and watch. We always go out together. I don't have time to. I don't spend time with one and the other one. As you could see, you don't see no videos with me doing outing individual, because we have a chemistry where you find. Even last night on our TikTok, we were explaining that to we were an interview last night on TikTok. The women was explaining that if tonight I decide, Leanne, let's go out because Amber is not home. Leanne doesn't even want to go out. If I ask Amber, let's go out because Leanne is at work still, Luan will not want to go. She doesn't feel, she's not comfortable. And I myself too doesn't feel comfortable with being out with one of them alone. That's the chemistry we built, as if all three of us has to be there for us to feel comfortable. You understand what I'm saying to you? And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So, Junior, yeah, go ahead. And that is the only point I want to agree with this gentleman on. I want to fully support you and agree with you on this one. Most situation, 99% of the situation where a man would suspect a woman of honeying or cheating, it's because he don't have certain signs already. He don't go in bad already. You understand?
Of course, yes.
Either he go in bad on her side because he
happened already.
Hears something, or he doing it for himself. So he have the feeling she doing it too. You understand? And most time, 99% of the time, men accusing women of honeying without to grab their phone and go and want to investigate them is because they know what they're doing as men.
That's true.
So they're taking in front. And that's the only thing I want to honestly agree with you on tonight. You understand?
But I believe there's more to it. It's not just the insecurity part, but I think to a certain extent it comes with signs. As a man, you have to be observant. So if you see a woman always on her phone, she have a password on her phone, she don't have time for you. You're looking at certain little signs. You understand where I'm coming from? The times you call her, you can't get her. Of course, you're going to be suspect.
Yeah.
But yes, I do agree with both of you guys when you say that it is insecurity. If you as a man doing it, you always have in your head that it could happen to you too.
Women think, women believe, women suspect that they have the best intuition and they know when and if the man cheating on them. I think it's the other way wrong. I think men know.
The man has it.
Women has it.
I
think men have it. Men have it.
Yeah, the man has it.
Because,
let me tell you why.
Because
it's the same thing we just said there. The moment you see the thought come in your mind, that's it.
But I still think you guys generalizing, because my definition of crime, which a guy in Ladig, you probably know him, Junior, his name is Len Wells, and he taught me that when I was probably about 16. He said, boy, you know what is crime? Crime is no evidence. You as a man have no evidence of her infidelity. How are you going to prove it? Are you just going by a hunch? Are you just going by a thought in your head? To me, that's kind of going blind. You have no evidence. Right. You have no text messages. You didn't see her talk to no man. You didn't see her have nothing with no man. So how can you just insinuate such an assumption in your mind to say that, you know, she cheated on you because you just feel it? Nah, it don't work like that. I don't think it works like that. You must have signs and you must have insecurities that play on you, so you believe that is what happened.
Okay, let me tell you that. The difference between my situation and the monogamy situation, let me tell you what happens. In a monogamy situation, men are more distracted when they are in a monogamy situation because they have secrets, they're out there doing a lot of infidelity. So their mind plays tricks on them. But like guess what? My situation is I'm focused because my all is at home. All my energy, every single thing is at home. There is no the partners, or I'm with the guys, or I'm with the fellas. There's no my girls, my wives have never gotten a chance to be calling my phone and babes, where are you? They don't have that. So you get me, I'm in a situation where I'm just like I answered the call a while ago. If he's thinking that, that's him, because in my situation, I would pick up even faster than you because I have the time. I'm focused on my women so much so that they don't even have to tell me when they're hungry. They don't even have to tell me when they need a panty or their period come, or because I am paying attention. And a lot of men don't pay attention to the women because most time you pass your woman straight, you see something is wrong with her, yet still you still ask her what's wrong with her. She tell you nothing, and you still want you want to agree in your mind, okay, nothing is wrong with her. But if you are failing, not realizing that it is a natural thing for a woman to tell you nothing is wrong with her, and you are not paying attention, because if you're paying attention, you'd have known what is exactly wrong with this woman. She don't have to tell you because that's a man. You suppose you are logic. You are going with logic and visual.
Yeah, those things comes with experience. Yeah, you don't just learn those things off the back.
Well,
because we as men, we have different stages in life. When you just start dating a woman, you probably don't know how to make love to that woman properly. What you know about relationship coming out from school is until sometime you reach quite in your 40s. Some men never learn it. I know men who never learn how to make love to a woman, don't know how to touch them, don't know how to talk to them. It's all about different experiences. And the fact that you got the chance in your life to experiment with different women and knowing how to operate, how to be observant and so on with these women, it gives you an advantage over a lot of men. But remember, when you say that and that men should just know this and know when to buy a panty, you're generalizing, and you can't do that because nobody's at the same stage in life in terms of knowing how to deal with any given situation. Your situation with two wives might be a little bit too much for a next man.
Natuki, you know, them panty and everything, like you there, everything. No, you are.
What I'm saying is that I'm generalizing. Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
I don't have time, the extra time that an ordinary man will have to go out there and hang out with these guys and get distracted, or get distracted by parties, or get distracted by going and drink alcohol and stuff like that, which gives him that time he's losing focus on a lot.
Right.
Now, as a man with me, I'm in a different situation. I'm always home. I get more time and chance to be paying attention to my household and what's going around.
I see.
So I use that as an example. I'm telling you all, for instance, most men just have the women to come and ask them about for a light bill, to have to come and beg them for money to do this. Whereas don't mind those men, they're already aware of it. A man of true man of character, because that's why I said a while ago, that's how a woman will begin to know when a man truly loves her. Because his role will begin. He'll start to take care of her. He'll start to protect her. You see what I'm saying to you? Now, my spouse is at home. I'm home. I'm very vigilant. I'm observant. I pay attention. And that's what women require from their mom, to be observant. She doesn't have to tell you she's going in town and she doesn't have money in her wallet, does she? But if you are observant,
why can't she be independent? Why is she at her?
No. It's an example. I'm using it as an example.
Okay.
I'm saying if you are observant, y'all keep picking on everything. I'm just detecting that. I'm saying as an example.
Right.
If your woman come and ask you about the light bill, you are living in a house with a woman, and she has to 3 times come and tell you about the light bill. As a man, you are supposed to be focused enough to realize that. That's what I'm saying. If you have an outside chick and every night you're sleeping in that woman's house, you're eating there every single day, And yet still that woman still have to call you to contribute, begging you to buy a little groceries to put there. Aren't you losing focus to realize? But guess what? You eating every single day. You cannot just, without the woman, have to ask you just contribute.
That's not a man. That's not a man.
That's a man.
That's a man.
That's exactly what I'm explaining to you all there. That's what I'm explaining to you all there.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So it's a different stage in life. That man hasn't reached a stage where he's financially stable. And he could handle. What is the sense you having a side chick and having 2 and 3 women and you can't pay a bill? You can't upkeep them. You can't even upkeep yourself because you're broke trying to give them a $300 there, $300 there, and your salary gone.
Right.
If you as a man don't have the finance to have multiple women, I don't advise nobody to go through that. Finance and time and focus. Don't do it.
Well, I think the mind, it has to begin in the financer, but the mind too.
Yeah, the mind.
You're talking about emotional intelligence and the ability to handle the situation in the event.
Yes, exactly.
Listen, I understand where Natuki coming from. You see, a lot of times, you see that attention. Sometimes women don't tell you exactly. Not all women don't tell you exactly what they want, right? You have to take time and understand. Sometimes you say, babe, you go into the store to buy something. You want something to eat. You go say, I don't
exactly. Yes.
But you know she hungry. Because you know why? Because you experience. Pay attention to her. Sometimes she say no, she don't want it, but you know. So you go still get it. So taking the time to understand these women, right? Not necessarily what they verbalize, what they articulate sometimes, but how they move. A lot of men now, we don't take that time. We don't take that time. So
sometimes you go buy one home. You go buy one home, You go buy an ex-girl home. Let's say you go buy a girlfriend home. You're asking her, babes, you hungry? She'll tell you no. Most women will tell you no, They're hungry.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you no. But if you were
which women are you dealing with that are still out here they're hungry? Where are they living by? I don't know women like that. Once you bring up food talk,
hello. Moses, and now I just try to tell him now, speak for yourself. You understand? Because welcome to Grenada. Welcome to Grenada, where you'll also be doing all that you say and more for our woman, right? And you saying that to defend why your ladies wouldn't harm you. But welcome to Grenada, where you could be doing all that for our woman. And when you watch the man who she hunting you with, heart attack had to take you. You understand? Because it have most of them, you could be doing all that for them. But once the sexual attention though, right in that relationship, brother, you could buy them a plane if you want.
You're right.
Mr. Molasses, they're working together with your pocket and your brain, so that you're in problem still. Because that woman in Grenada, that woman in Grenada, what they with a man, or they with a husband, I should say. I won't call no name, but it's a woman in Grenada, what they with their husband. They get in what they want, when they want, how they want, on time, everything proper in the house. But let's say the husband is studying them because you're a young chick and them on the outside. We get any pleasure and whatever from the bother with the wife. And then people now will just see you. You don't have nothing, you can't give them nothing, you can't offer them nothing but some strokes in the night, proper stroking, and you'll get them to even take things from their husband and give you, and make sure you're comfortable, and make sure you eat, make sure you drink. So it's a big wide topic when you're speaking.
Yeah,
that's why previously, Junior, I was saying that everything comes down to condition.
Yeah,
because if you as a man is providing the finance, but you're not packing the wood properly, you're in problems.
Yeah,
if you're packing the wood properly, she can't even buy. You're packing the wood properly, but she can't buy a ramen to feed she child, or can't buy a gas to feed she child. Is the next man that will pay for it, and he go get a cut too.
I agree.
You know, Junior, as I always say, it's not yours, it's just your turn, and I stand by that.
I got to take a quick break here. Then we go just finish off with the final go around where we're asking about men's biggest fantasies. Don't move, guys. We'll be right back. Right along.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily Pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play Pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money.
Guys, play games from the National Lottery Authority, supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Grenada National Lottery Authority, proud sponsor of Right Along Live. All right, guys. So we over time. So this is the final go around, right, on this topic here. The biggest fantasies, the men biggest life fantasies. And let's see if we could make this one short. In a few sentences, what are men's biggest fantasies? Moses, we'll start with you.
What's my biggest fantasy? When
men, or you, or men in men, or it could be you, or what you perceive to be men's biggest fantasy. So women could learn.
Well, I mean, this is probably not too accurate in the sense that I don't have no data to show this or anything like that. But I think one of the biggest fantasies I know a lot of men to want to experience is a threesome. In terms of fantasies, the BDSM and those kind of things, some people are into that. But I don't know. I think it's different for everybody, Junior. I don't know if you were asking me my personal fantasy. I might not want to put that out there on the internet like that. But I think it depends on what the person is exposed to and what they want to happen to them. So I particularly don't have necessarily a fantasy in terms of a sexual fantasy with a woman or anything like that. I feel it's a lot more to do with the intellectual stimulation of the mind, because we as individuals, yes, we want to have sex with our women and we're sexually attracted to them. But if you're really looking at it as a relationship part, then you want the stimulation, the intellectual stimulation, because all well and good, we can have sex for 24 hours of the day. You understand where I'm coming from? After the hour we spend or half an hour, and some men don't even spending all that nowadays because they ain't eating right and they ain't taking care of themselves. But I'm saying to say that I need a little bit more than just, sex. Sex ain't cutting it for me. I want a woman who could motivate me. I want a woman who could be my peace, who can respect me and hold me to the hand. I want somebody who is just for me and only me. I don't need 2 women. I don't need 3. I just need one person. Because my womb cannot fit in 2 vaginas at the same time. So why do I need 2 women?
Yeah.
Everybody has a different perspective, but I personally don't have no fantasy like that. I just want peace, respect.
Don't tell that to Natuki. Natuki,
just imagine
the biggest fantasy.
Just imagine his fantasy is like what he explained there is a definition of a queen. That's what you just explaining there. A definition of a queen, a woman to be the essence to your flow, because that's basically what women are supposed to be. Now, just imagine you having twice that. You're having 2 times that. Just like playing on a chessboard, when a king has 2 queens on the board, it's automatically checkmate. Now, like you just said, it's every man's fantasy to have that kind of vibe. Now, it's not about sex, like you said, because the threesome, all man's fantasy, that threesome thing and thinking, but it's not a threesome, actually. So I believe my fantasy, I'm actually living it right now there. I'm presently living it, that for me to have 2 queens on my chessboard. You understand me? 2 women that motivates me, that pushes me forward, that every single thing that you've been looking for in one woman, I've got that in 2 women right now there. So I don't think what more could a grown man want? See what I'm saying to you?
I hear that. Prince Kareem, wrap it up.
Yes. Junior?
Uh-huh.
For me, When I looking for a woman, first thing for me is look.
Mm-hmm. What I say is looks.
Yeah, but Karim, you know you're talking about fantasy, eh? Fantasy, you're talking about.
Hold on, we'll ask him.
Oh no.
All right, we'll ask Karim. He just got some low internet.
I know, Junior, what the audience is looking for, but I can't feed into it. They dreaded it. They real dreaded it. They want to hear the nasties fantasy you have, the nasties thoughts in your mind where you want some woman to come and be.
So listen, I want to give on Wednesdays, guys. We're giving everyone an opportunity to come and speak, right? As I said, I believe everyone have a PhD in their life. Everyone have experience, and you don't need to be a Dr. Phil to talk about what you like and what your dislikes, because what your likes and what your dislikes are might be connect with someone on the outside, and you don't have to be a psychologist to come and speak about this. So people say, oh, why didn't we get a Dr. Phil or whoever that person is? But no, because I think from what Moses said, from what Prince Karim said, from what Natuki said, some people, it connected with a lot of you guys, and you probably learned from it. All right. So we wanna create that environment where it's like a peer mediation, where we're conversating and people are actually learning in real time from other people's experience. So if you want to be a part of Men's Summit, Women's Summit, or Battle of the Sexes, inbox us. We keep a database, and probably you might be the next one to come on the program here and chat with us. We want to open up that conversation gap. Because I personally feel it's important. I think that it's important. Let's have this conversation. But guys, I gotta say thank you. Natuki, big up yourself. The crew in St. Lucia. Jab Moses, big up yourself. I know Jab Moses have a new track out. Jab Moses, tell us about the new track.
So the new track is called 3 Things. As a Grenadian, you have 3 things that you need to have in order to sustain a Grenadian woman. You have to have money, you have to have belly to deal with them, and you have to have toti. So guys, go and check out the track. It's on YouTube. Just type in Jab Moses. You're going to see the name of the song called 3 Things. Anyways, it was nice having a discussion today. We're going up Carriacou Carnival this Saturday. And I just want to wish everybody a good night. And I hope that we can continue this conversation. It was nice talking to you as well, too, Tuki.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Tuki, once again, big up yourself, my brother. It's
big up, man.
Always a pleasure having you on the ride.
Good night.
All right. Good night. Yeah, that's Jab Moses, guys. Go check out the track on YouTube called 3 Things in Life by Jab Moses. 3 Things in Life on the Jab and Eve rhythm. So far 2023. You have to have money. You have to have belly. You have to have... Kayak Mars this weekend. Big up Nazim Benjamin and the crew down there in Grenada. Big up the folks in Carriacou. We might just jump on a plane and come and jump and play our job with you this weekend. All right? Monday. Great, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program. We got a few commercial obligations, and we'll be right back with my conclusion. No move.
On Saturday, March 18th, it's time to report for duty as New Face Promotion presents Revo Dance 19.
Do you know what it means to have a revolution?
Revo Dance 19.
Here I come with love and nothing.
All taking place at 178 Newport Street, Brooklyn, New York. Get your $40 tickets now. More at the door. For ticket info, contact 347-304-5453. And you must be 21 and over. Music by Exterminator Sound. Live from Canada. From New York, Joe Bailey, Silence, No Apology, DJ Synergy, and DJ Hot Stepper. Table and bottle packages available. Dress code Army Green or camouflage. A special prize for the best dress, male or female. And listen, when you buy your ticket early, you can win a return ticket with JetBlue to Grenada in the month of May and June 2023. It's Revo Dance 19, Saturday, March 18, 178 Newport Street.
Established in 1998, Ross Road and Funeral Services continues to assist you plan the ideal funeral or memorial service locally or internationally. Our reputation is built on providing personalized funeral services based on love and compassion. Call Ross Roden Funeral Services at 718-547-0640.
Ross Roden Funeral Services, where your loved one is our loved one.
Carpentry and Cleaning Service Inc., providing exceptional carpet and cleaning, floor installation, refinishing, home renovations, drywall, painting, plastering, doors and moldings, electrical and plumbing, and much more. We are a one-stop shop for all your professional needs. Give us a call today on 718-221-5572. That is 718-221-5572. Or you can call our cell on 917-939-3192. Check out our sales on all services. We're located at 218 Schenectady Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Phillips Carpentry and Cleaning Service Inc.
Grenadian products are now only a mouse click away at GrenadaMarket.com. Nutmeg and guava jams, jellies and the syrups, world famous nutmeg pain relief spray, black sage, soursop, lemongrass, and bois bande bar. Ordering is simple and friendly. All major credit cards accepted. Safe, secure shopping guaranteed. GrenadaMarket.com ships your product anywhere in the world. So when you can't go to the island, the products off the island can be sent to you. Just log on to www.GrenadaMarket.com and experience our quick delivery and homely service.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Again, guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today. We appreciate you. Hey, I got to big up the folks that give us the stars, guys. Let me tell you, it is so appreciative. Every time you give us stars, it goes right back into helping the community. Because stars is like money, right? So if you want to support this platform, you could do two things. You could click that stars, give us some stars. Just click on the stars and it will tell you how to do it. That helps a lot. Or right there, that donation QR code right there is also how you could support Ride Along. When you click on that you point your phone to this QR code right there, it will take you to a screen where you could make a donation as from $5, $10 to $300. It doesn't matter. If you like the platform and you want to see us and continue to grow, please help us in any kind of way by donating. And of course, these funds go right back into the community. That's what we're here for, and that's what we will continue to do. We thank you guys again so much for being a part from all our production crew here. Our team Ride Along Live. We have our executive producer, Lois JJ, our moderator, Gail Charles, of course, Tian Fraser, and Kibbs. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Be respectful, guys, and be nice to someone short, because you never know when someone's short. They have to be nice to you. It's actually a fact, eh? Good night, guys.
This is Rider's Story Time. Listen, like and share.
I realized that some rat running all over the stove.
Hallelujah.
So therefore I buy some rat poison. So I throw it all over around the stove at the ground. So one morning now I wake up, so I said, okay, I'm going to make some porridge for breakfast. While I was making the porridge, go in the hall and sit down. When I returned back to the stove, I saw the rat poison in the porridge. And I was like, really? Me nah dash my porridge, Virgin. And I go up nearer to the stove like this. And I start call God. And so me not dash for the porridge. So me I go drink my porridge this morning. And brethren, the porridge boil, and I sweeten my porridge, and I drink my porridge. 2 days after I remember that the pies was in the porridge. So I tell the lady, say, you know, say pies when I porridge. But me pray over the porridge. And he say, but you kill me off. Me say, you're not dead. You're not dead, for if you ain't dead, you're not dead. From the same morning you drink the porridge. Praise the Lord. So brethren, we have to trust in God and believe that there's a God. Without a God, we are nothing.